Hey, welcome to another video. Today we're gonna look over this pedal, the Echo Dream 2 by Death by Audio, and this is it's an advanced echo modulation. It is a really cool pedal. So we have a delay knob. So first of all, this is my clean sound. Let's turn the pedal on. And in the middle you see there are these three knobs that control volume. So we have a master volume knob, we have a fuzz knob, and we have a delay. So let's just turn the delay off for a bit. Just hear the fuzz. It gets a little loud when... So it's not a lot of fuzz, but there is some fuzz there if you completely turn the delay off. Now let's do the opposite. So we'll maybe turn the fuzz off. Wow, that's a little bit... It appears that the fuzz is a little bit of a gain kind of type of pedal. It needs to be on a certain amount, otherwise you won't hear anything. So this is obviously the knob that we're here for. Which is just the volume of the delay. Okay, then we have this part here, which controls the echo, of course. First we have a time knob. And we only, it's displayed in milliseconds, so we can't really sync it or anything with a BPM. It is very satisfying to turn this around, actually. And then we, of course, have a feedback knob. And with this pedal, this knob is really dangerous. So already when it's around 12 o'clock-ish, as you can see, it already starts to feed back into itself. So you really need to be careful with this pedal, because you can I think you can really break speakers with this pedal. If you will turn it, you can already hear like... Ooh, that's like, this knob is dangerous. Really be careful with this knob. I rarely turn it that loud. But of course it's nice to let it feed back a little bit into itself. And then play, of course, with the echo. Okay, then we have this knob with the switch. This is a switch, actually, which just mutes the dry sound, so it's only the delay. I rarely use this switch. I always have it open like this. Okay, then we get to the modulation section. So this controls the speed, of course. Let's turn it all the way up. Depth also, which is ridiculous. If you turn the time and the feedback very low, then it kind of can function a bit like a chorus pedal. Let's try some other settings. So also we have the square wave, the type of wave, because we can have a sine wave or a square wave. I think I prefer the sine wave, actually. And, you know, yeah, I usually find with this pedal, also with the depth, that if you put it low on normal pedals, this would be like really low, but already the depth is quite. It's already quite there, you know, if I have it in this setting. So turning it all the way up is like to the extreme. So if you just want like a subtle, normal, modulated delay, I think I would leave it on something like this. And I think like even less feedback and less, maybe a little bit more fuzz. Then adjust the master, because we don't want to get too loud. Just a normal slapback-ish kind of sound. So the fuzz, the term fuzz here is a little bit misleading, to be honest here, because it's not really a fuzz, right? You would need, or at least I would need, another type of gain pedal in combination with this one, because this is a little bit too weak of a fuzz. There is some gain, of course, but this is my amp is completely clean, so of course there is some grit, but all right. So this would be like a solo type of. Okay, so my final thoughts about this pedal. Do I like this pedal? Yeah, I like it very much. Do I use it in practice a lot? Well, not really. If I just play in a normal type of setting, I just want a normal kind of delay, and I prefer a delay also where I can switch to BPMs instead of milliseconds. Just to be limited to this millisecond knob is a bit limiting to me, but at the same time, if you want like an experimental weird delay that has a lot of unique sounding feedback in when it sounds really nice feedbacking into itself, I would really recommend this one. So you can make a lot of noises with this one. So if you're looking for that, this is the perfect pedal. Also, what I said earlier, really be careful with this one when you're doing the feedbacking into itself, because it can get loud really quickly, and it's called death by audio for a reason. So really be careful with your ears, because the first time I did that, it was so loud. And then again, like, all the knobs are quite extreme, so also the depth and the speed, of course. So yeah, that's the Echo Dream 2, an advanced echo modulation by Death by Audio. It's a great pedal. It's a great build. It's great quality. It's really fun to mess with. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, bye bye.